Harry, this is Lord Potato, and this is What If Naruto Was the Reincarnation of Jed the Emperor, Part 5. No recap, because I'm too lazy right now, and, also, if you did watch the trollish What If I Did, because I am a prick like that, and, yeah, I don't know, not the one that I just uploaded, like, at least an hour ago, but, I mean, like, the one that I uploaded like 9 hours ago or something like that. So, of course, I should also mention subscribe to Anime Sunset, Iconic What Ifs, and Obito What Ifs. And other than that, the links will always be in the description unless it's a trollish What If or something else. But other than that, yeah. So, have a. Wait, what am I doing? Shit, I almost had it. Into my area. No, just kidding. That's a long ass intro for me to do. I should definitely make myself an intro. I don't know. I get bored. Other than that, if you hear some kind of noise outside, that's just rain. Other than that, I should begin and shut the fuck up half the time. Let's just go. So, Naruto is right now getting information from Shiroi and her team, and even the Cloud Village. So, of course, this is where, well, Samui, she looks at Naruto, and of course, this is where Naruto saying, "You gonna give me information?" She, like shakes her head saying no, and Naruto says, "God damn it, do I have to keep going through this?" Because he had to threaten Shiroi, and of course, Shiroi was scared from trying to not. But of course, this is where, well, Garo is also doing the same, kind of getting information, giving it to Naruto. By threatening, well, both of Shiroi's teammates. If they don't talk, he will crush them with sand, but yeah. Of course, is where, well, Naruto, he is right now talking to Shiroi in some way. And of course, Kankuro, he doesn't have any poison to kind of make them talk. And Tamario did kind of smack him in the head because he was thinking of making it, but he didn't know anything about that. Of course, Hinata is watching this. And of course, this is where, well, Naruto is kind of saying some information. This is where Shiroi says, yeah, fine. She explains that there's multiple bases, and of course, she kind of landmarks them all. And of course, this is where, well, she then also proceeds to kind of land out where the sound timer will be at, and what the state of how the village kind of looks like. Naruto frowns because he has to really put in effort when he goes in there for 1 week. He's like, I'm gonna have to destroy all those bases. Going to also have to deal with your fucking village. This is gonna be such a fucking drag. It's gonna be such an annoying drag for 1 week. Gonna have to be rushing things. This is where should I kind of look at Naruto confusingly. Naruto says, "Oh, I should mention, I'm gonna be the new sound daimyo. Well, not sound daimyo. The new sound Kage for a week. The Hokage allowed me to do it because, well, why not? I gotta learn how to be a Kage just in case that old man throws the Kage title at me out of nowhere. Gotta make sure how I learn that, because what's the best way to learn into actually getting me a small village and not running a big ass village, because I feel like that old man is gonna throw it at me. But other than that, yes, I'm gonna be running your sound village Kage, whatever. Whoever's gonna be the Kage after me, doesn't matter. I don't care. If it gives me a fucking headache and being a Kage, I'm not even gonna be a Kage. I'm just gonna fucking be a fucking god in this world. Fuck being ruling over a world. Not world, fucking village. Screw that. If it's gonna be such a drag, hell no. Naruto said. Shiroi kind of looks at him. And then she thinks about it. And then she says, what if you stayed being the sound Kage for 2 weeks instead? And if you liked it. Naruto looks at her and says, what, do you want to be Kage? This is where, well, should I say? No, I don't. Naruto size and say, damn. I was hoping you said yes because that would be so much easier. But it's for 1 week. I will figure out who will be the next Kage. I'll just find myself a random successor, kick them into the freaking Kage title, and then walk away. Whatever he does is his fucking job now. If he destroys my progress, I'm about to come back and crush him and rebuild the fucking progress I had. Shiroi looks at him and says, oh. This is where Naruto says, yeah. Now, Samui, tell me about your village. Since I whooped your fucking Raikage and murder him, and I kill your eight tails, I think so. Huh. And I also, what's it called? I kill your 8 tails. And a whole army. So how much do I need to learn about the Cloud Village? Samui just gives him like basic information because she's not gonna reveal any of it. Until Naruto's nodded, he starts writing all of this down. So Samui decides to just give him recipes of food and try to trick Naruto. And Naruto says, I see. So these recipes are something to because of the village, because there'll be some kind of secret weapon of food, of a rice cake. This is where Samui was about to just start giggling because it's the most stupidest thing that Naruto said. Until she has to be stoic, and Naruto does see a little smirk from her. And this is where Naruto says, I know all of it was a lie. I'm not overthinking that. And also, you should probably clear your mind when you think I can't read minds. This is where Samui looks at him and widens her eyes, and Naruto says, oh yes, I forgot to mention. Yes, I can read minds. Thank you for your, time. Samui looks at him dumbfounded. All of them looks dumbfounded. This is where Gaara says, wait, I didn't need to threaten them? Nah, that was actually way easier. You could have threatened some. I really wouldn't care if you killed them. But hey, that's just because I need to take care of them, because I did say I was going to have them under my protection. This is where somebody just looks at Naruto and just glare at him. This is where Shiroi kind of also glare at Naruto, because if he could have just done that, why the hell was he talking? This is where Naruto says, you're probably wondering why I didn't just use telekinesis. Well, I had to do the necessary hand signs for small genjutsu, so you want to see my face when I activate something. So yeah, this is where Naruto just closes his third eye, and then because there was a small genjutsu that was kind of disrupting kind of space around what's called his eye and all that, so no one would be able to see his third eye. But this is where Naruto, he then kind of releases the genjutsu, and it just shows nothing. This is where, well, they look at Naruto, and they said, Shiroi and Samui just starts getting angry and say, you motherfucker, you... They're just getting really angry, and Naruto says, what? Couldn't I just talk to two very cute girls? Is it wrong for me to talk to them? Naruto is having, well, one of his hands and his like chin and kind of going closer to them. And of course, this is where both of them get flustered. And Naruto laughs. This is where Tamari kind of gets jealous. Now, Hinata, she knows that Naruto's like somewhat of a, how should I say? Of a tease. So, of course, she knows that Naruto's just going to be teasing them. This is where Naruto says, but other than that, so I got information from that and that. Now, I can either go to the Cloud Village and raid it and take all its resources, or I can make Samui-chan here be the next Kage. This is where Samui looks at him, widen her eyes, and says, what? Why me? This is where, well, Naruto points at Karu and, well, Amoe. He says, Amoe is too fucking lazy, and I feel like he might be smart, but he's too lazy. Amoe says, damn right I am. Karu, this girl right here, I don't know how to say her name half the time, Naruto say, is too outburst, angry half the time, and will probably destroy the Cloud Village in an instant. if she wanted to start war with the cloud, those Leaf Village, Village, or even Sand Village, because I won't hesitate to obliterate in a instant. And with you, you're smart, kind, and amazing. Or, well, I mean, I would kind of put kind lightly, because you're trying to not show emotions, but I can see that you are kind though. Um, but you showed no emotions during battle, so I mean that's a good thing. No anger, no sadness, no nothing like that, or no happiness, or no bloodlust half the time. Which do I show damage? You know I should not get. This is where Naruto says. Never mind. Other than that, you show composure. You can show the ability to think and act if it's the right thing to do. Naruto says Samui is getting more flustered and flustered because she is getting so much praise from Naruto because Naruto is listing out the great facts of being someone with a Kage and how you have to be. That's where Samui says, "Oh." She said it so quietly and adorable for Naruto. Naruto says, "Oh, you know, you can speak out louder than that." That's where someone kind of eep a little bit, like Hinata would do in Retro Canon. This is where, well, Naruto laughs and says, "You kind of sound like Hinata for a little bit." Hinata says, "No, she didn't. Now shut up, Naruto." Naruto says, "Fine, Hinata. Don't worry. We're gonna also go on a mission to, well, find Shino's bugs. You know, your teammate." Hinata widens her eyes and says, "Why? What happened to his bugs?" Naruto says, "No, no. I unlocked some of his abilities, and he has four different, well, not four. His, well, I mean, the bugs that he already has, but he already has like four new ancient, mythical bugs. Don't worry about it. I'll explain to you later." Haha. Hinata says, "Whatever. I'm gonna make some lemonade." This is where Hinata, she goes to a fridge and start cutting some lemonade and start kind of like making it. But yeah, Naruto says, "Ooh, lemonade." Hinata says, "After you're done terrorizing them, you can get lemonade." Oh, Naruto says, "Fine." He lays back down to the couch and says, "Fine." This is where Samu and everyone kind of just sweat drops. Because Naruto's kind of like, he can relax so easily, be so scary the next moment, relax again, be really cheeky, a teaser and other things, and still be very scary at the same time. And powerful. That's where Naruto says, "Well, that reminds me." Naruto kind of like crosses legs because he kind of did have his legs on the couch, kind of just like, because there's two couches. There's this small couch kind of facing a bigger couch, and the others, like the, what to call, sound and sound, or not sound. The sound and cloud ninjas are on the bigger couch, while Naruto's on like the smaller one and kind of having his legs and kind of relaxing. And this is where he does cross his legs and saying, "Well, now, okay, so you told me all the information, and of course, half of you don't look like you want to actually leave, well, my kind of compound, so you're welcome to stay. You too, Tamari-chan." Yes, sir. Tamari kind of fluster again. She kind of blushes. This is where Kankura says, "Why, you motherfucker?" This is where Naruto says, "Except for you, motherfucker. You see here, I'm not. Don't take. Well, I mean, take this the wrong way. I'm not into dudes, or not even into dudes anyway, that wears makeup. Who the fuck wears makeup?" This is where Kankura says, "What? This isn't makeup. This is war paint." Naruto says, "War paint, makeup seems the same. Blah blah blah." This is where Kankuro was about to use his puppet until Gaara uses his hand and says, "Kankuro, shut up." That's where Kankuro says, "Fine." This is where, well, Naruto says, "Gaara, you're fine. You're also okay to kind of stay here. It's fine. Also, there's no other way for any of you to kind of leave the compound. And also, do not destroy my compound or I'll fucking murder you." Naruto cracked one of his eyes open, showing a glow, like a bright glow red. Like, let me show you. So yeah, it seems like this a little bit, but when one eye only open, cracked open a little bit. So, Okay, where was I? Oh yeah, what's it called? So Naruto is just like kind of explaining towards him that yeah they can all stay here and yeah. Now why I couldn't remember where I was at? It's because I went to go eat a donut. Why? In the middle of recording? Because I can now. Leave me alone. Now, Naruto does take out the seal, well, like the rope imprisonments, well, mostly like what they're tied up against, like mostly kind of like cups and all that, and Naruto like breaks him in an instant and tells him that they can go to any room, just except not Hinata's or his, or even his parents' bedroom. But other than that, they can go anywhere else. Just not outside the compound, because the only way to get out is either kind of like Hinata letting them out or either Naruto, because it's a blood seal. They look at him and they say, what the hell? They all do feel like sleepy, and of course this is where, well, Yurata, not Yurata, I want to say Yugao. No, not Yugao, I forgot the Two-Tail's name so many times because I can never remember her name. It stands with a Y, but I can't fucking remember. I can remember Yuga because she's the girl with purple hair. And yeah, it's an Ambu, but I can't remember anyone else. Now, well, I mean, Yagare is also someone I can remember. But I can't remember the Two-Tail's name. Fuck sakes. Whatever. Yujito, I think that's her name. Yujito. So yeah. Yujito kind of says, what, aren't you gonna take the Two-Tails away from me? Naruto says, the hell? Why would I care about the Two-Tails? I'm already strong enough. I've been shown that I can throw planets, and I can show that I can wipe out an army without my Biju's power. So besides, why would I need your Biju when I have the strongest one, the Nine-Tails? This is where, Yuji? You know what? I'm just gonna call her, let me remember what it is. So her name is Yujito, and of course, this is where she says, you know the number of tails doesn't mean you're strong. Naruto says, no, but the number of fucking dead, cloud ninjas means I am strong. Well, not really the number, it's mostly how many were there before I obliterate them all, and even the right Kage with the 8 tails, so, it doesn't matter. Even if you tried to kill me, I probably would have instantly murdered you. Besides, you can die, but the Two-Tails can't. So I mean, you would lose in an instant. The Two-Tails can try to kill me, but I can try to kill it again. Make it reform every like 4 years until I find a permanent way to kind of like kill it. But the Naruto will probably be complaining at me, kind of saying, "Don't you fucking dare." Or probably he won't even give 2 fucks about that. Because basically he sees all the other tail beasts as weaklings to him, so yeah. But here's where Yujito says, is that true, Nibi? Nibi says, yep. Karma's sometimes an asshole. This is where, well, all of them decides to go into rooms, and of course, this is where Kankuro fucks up and goes into, well, Hinata's room. Hinata kind of, like, looks at him, kind of turns on her, her Tentagon, and kind of obliterates Kankuro into the next room. Now, this is where, well, the next room was Karu, and Karu was about to undress, like, Karin or whatever her name is. Was about to undress, and then when she sees Kankuro, she thinks it's a pervert and all that, and kicks him out of the room, smashing him into another room, this time being Gaara, and Gaara was asleep. And this is where Gaara-san reacted real fast, because Shikaku, he kind of is able to control a little bit of the sand, sees that it's Kankuro, kind of like throws him out, because, you know, Gaara needs sleep, and he does need to train Gaara anyway, so he kind of controls the sand, grabs Kankuro, throws him out of the room, closes the door, and yeah. That's where Kankuro smashes into someone else's room, and it is now Shoroi. And Shoroi was kind of like about like undressed also. And she sees Kankuro and says, you perv, get the fuck out of my room before I stab you into a million pieces. This is where Kankuro was trying to get up until Shiroi just fucking roundhouse kicked Kankuro out of her what's called room, smashes him into another room, and this time it is, well, Samui. Samui kind of uses lightning to shock him and then kick him out. This is where Kankuro is kind of saying, "Ugh, this is bad." This is where it kind of goes on. It goes on to Amoi's, and Amoi was about to was taking a nap until he hears a crash in his room. He reacts fast enough and just kicked the shit out of what's called Kankuro, throwing him into another room. And it is what's called the other four rooms will be Shiroi's two teammates using either ice or crystal. And this is where what's it called not four times, mostly two times. And this is where the other time Kankuro kind of lands into. It is Yujito. Yujito was talking to Nibi until this is where Kankuro lands. All stabbed, beaten up, and almost burned to death. This is where, well, Yujito does burn him and then kick him out, but yeah. This is where, well, the last room that he lands in doesn't have anyone. He says, Am I safe? Yes, or where Naruto, he goes outside his room because he heard so much commotion and sees that, well, there's some things that are burnt, some things that are electricity, and he sighs. Luckily, the seals in this compound does repair anything damaged or broken, so he says, thank God for my dad. Even though he's an asshole, but I don't care. Whatever. This is where, well, he does check up on everyone, kind of not going to knock out the door, mostly since they're all okay. And sees Kankuro is almost at the break of death. Not really, he's just all beating the fuck up. That's where Naruto sighs, does kind of heal him, and kind of walks out the door. Kankuro's already kind of passed the fuck out, but yeah. Naruto, he's not gonna question what the fuck happens in Kankuro, but he doesn't care. He goes back to sleep, but yeah. Now, of course, why Kankuro didn't go into Tamari's room? Because Tamari's room was kind of next to Hinata's room, so yeah. So, of course, Kankuro just picked the wrong door. So, of course, it's where, well, Naruto just falls asleep, and yeah, the next day happens, everyone is kind of going downstairs, but yeah, because it was kind of already nighttime. Naruto, he's saying, great, gotta, what's it called? Deal with other things. What to do? Naruto's just thinking. Because Naruto, he has to be the sound Kage for a week. He's also going to have to destroy a bunch of things, so best thing to learn is Shadow Clone. And of course, he still is doing the mission with Shino. So, that's what Naruto does. He's going to do the mission with Shino. But before even him going to Shino's house, an Anbu appears outside his, kind of compound, and tells Naruto that he needs to be to the Kage's office. Naruto grumbles, and this is where the Anbu says, you must be there in 5 minutes. That's where Naruto says, oh great, it's enough fucking time to kill you for pissing me off. This is where the Anbu kind of is scared and tries to run away until Naruto says, oh no you don't. Come here, motherfucker. Uses one of his not curse techniques. What am I thinking about? No, it's not Gojum. He uses an ability called not extraction. Not like extraction. What's it called? Attract or whatever it is. To pull enemies closer to him. It's kind of like Almighty Push or Universal Pull, but yeah. He kind of pulls the Anbu closer, grabs him from the head, and just throws him into a building. Yeah, he didn't care that much. Now, we go into, well, sorry, I just wanted to kind of pause for a second. But yeah, we go into Naruto going to the Hokage office, all pissed and annoyed. He got there only 30 seconds. And of course, this is where Jiraiya and, what's it called? Well, Hiruzen was kind of having a perverted giggle together because they were kind of, well, Jiraiya saying, see, Sensei, I did my best in becoming the legendary Sannin. Well, not the legendary Sannin. He says, I did my best in those books, Those books will always be the greatest generation ever, right? Hiruzen says, yep. He's giggling. He's like, yeah. Because they're basically just talking about make out paradise. And Naruto just smacked his forehead and just says, God damn it, these bastards don't hurry up. I'm about to obliterate the old pervert and then beat the crap out of the older one. This is where Naruto coughs and says, hey motherfuckers, I'm here, and what the hell you two even talking about? This is where Harusen and Jiraiya stiffen for a second. And this is where, well, Jiraiya was a cop. Says, hey, Godson! This is where Harusen managed to tried to throw his book into his desk so no one can ever figure this out. And this is where, well, Jiraiya says, hey, grandson. This is where Naruto disappear from him and appear right next to Harusen before Harusen tried to shut the, drawer. And this is where Naruto opens the drawer, sees the orange book, just burns in an instant and says, now, let's continue what we're doing. Harusen is shocked. Naruto's speed is incredible, and of course, he doesn't take no for an answer at the time, and will burn anything that's an distraction. I don't know why I said extraction. No, distraction. So of course it's where Harusen just kind of cries, and me tears here saying, "No, my fucking book." Jiraiya goes, well, he seems kind of pissed today. That's where, well, Harusen kind of says, Naruto, do you not know how much that book costs? Naruto says, probably nothing because his old man probably gave it to you for free. That's where Harusen says, facts. Wait, what? I mean, Jiraiya is kind of old. He is getting at that age. This is where Jiraiya says, I'm not old. I'm still young. Naruto says, no, you're old. You're older than what's called my father. So, I mean, you would have been like... This is where Naruto says, you would have been 100 years old. So, I mean, yeah. Jiraiya says, you motherfucker, I ain't 100. There's no way I'm 100. Now, shut the fuck up. Look here, brat. I want you to go on a mission with me. Naruto says, no the fuck, thank you. I'm trying to, what's called... still go on a mission with Shino to get legendary bugs, or mythical bugs mostly. So that mission will go with, I will still go on. Your mission, I don't care what your damn mission is, but I ain't going on it. Sure, I know that this was gonna happen. And so he says, fine. If you won't go with me, I will have to force you. That's where Jiraiya goes to hand signs and says, element seal palm. He hits Naruto in the chest and seal his chakra. Naruto breaks the seal and punches Jiraiya in the face for being a stupid idiot. Harusen sees that happen in a blink of an eye, and of course he's like, Naruto, how long can you do that? Every single time. I don't care what seal it is, I'll break through it and beat your ass for annoying me. Jiraiya goes to say, are you serious? Sealing jutsu doesn't work on him. What doesn't work on him next? Almost everything. To think about it. That's what Naruto says. But whatever. What is the stupid mission that he wants me to go on? Is it to go peep on girls? Because I feel like this dude will probably ask me to do it. This is where Jiraiya says, this is where Naruto says, you say that's not a bad idea. I'm about to rip your fucking head off. This is where Jiraiya says, oh, no, never mind. Harusen says, Naruto, you know I'm old for this title of being Hokage. Naruto says, yeah, you're like 200 years old, so I mean, damn. That's where Harusen kind of has a tech mind. Like, I'm not that even old, okay? Naruto kind of just sighs and says, yes, I know you're too old. What do you want? Do you want to find another successor? I think you already found your successor, this fucking pervert here. That's where Jiraiya says, but, what's it called? Not Jiraiya. Harusen says, but Naruto. Even though Jiraiya can't be Hokage, I will not let that even happen. I won't give a crap if, what's it called? He was Hokage. I would not let him be Hokage. This is where Naruto says, true. That's where, well, Harusen explains more. I want legendary Sonic Tsunade to be the next Hokage. Naruto says, who? This is where Jiraiya says, oh, let me explain this, Naruto. Tsunade is this 100 and I think it was 46 centimeters. Wait, what did Jiraiya say? 106 or right? Jiraiya says she's this big chest lady with 106 centimeters giant chest. Naruto says, "Is that all you think about, old man? Damn, I already. How the fuck are you even my godfather? I swear to God, Minato did a terrible job in picking you as my godfather. God, I wouldn't even give a crap if my godfather was a goddamn homeless man. You, on the other hand, what the fuck was he on? Was he on some kind of drug or something? Holy shit." Naruto was kind of spitting kind of facts for a second. This is where, well, not facts. He was just kind of annoyed of Jiraiya's bullshitness. Jiraiya kind of hurt feeling from the fact that Naruto would rather have a homeless man than what's called Jiraiya. But yeah, that's where, well, Hiruzen says, Naruto, you just get Tsunade back to the village and she will become the Hokage. Naruto says, sure, I'll bring her back, but she probably won't be alive much longer if she pissed me off enough. Piss me off like what's called either Jiraiya or what's called Orochimaru. If she pissed me off enough, I'm about to throw her across the goddamn moon, then throw her into the sun, and said, fuck it, make this pervert or make a homeless man the Hokage. I don't give a fuck. I'm not being Hokage, I'm being the Sound Kage. Now shut the fuck up and leave me alone. This is where Jiraiya did kind of hear about that, and this is where Jiraiya kind of asked why you want to be the Sound Kage. I want to fix things, not what that fucking pedo kind of did to whatever. I want to fix anything that fucking pedo because I want to ruin his fucking legacy. Jiraiya nodded. He's like, okay. This is where Naruto says, well, time for me to leave. Naruto, he kind of jumps out the window and says, whoop, I'm going to be at my compound. I will also leave the village in like 30 minutes, but yeah. This is where Jiraiya says, you know you have to come along with me. Naruto says, no, I'll probably find our way easier by just looking up in the sky. This is where Naruto disappears, and Jiraiya says, he's not gonna give me even a single chance to talk to him, is he? Hiruzen says, nope, but I need a new book. Come on, give me your newest book. Jiraiya says, fine. God damn it. This is where, well, Jiraiya, he's trying to get to the compound. So, of course, he gets to the compound to actually talk to Naruto. And, of course, this is where, well, what's it called? He gets, yeah, so I already said that. So, of course, when he's there, he's, like, looking around, trying to find, well, Naruto. Not in the compound, but looking around. Maybe Naruto was around here and all that, because there's a lot of, like, gardening stuff out there anyway. This is where, well, Naruto, was already inside. And, of course, is telling Hinata and the others that he's leaving on a mission to find legendary Tsunade. This is where Kankura says, wait, Tsunade. The Tsunade sends you the one that has 106 centimeters of. Naruto says, if you finish that line, I'm about to rip your head and throw it at a pervert that I fucking hate right now. Jiraiya finds a seal, the seal door and all that. He tries to open it, and what happens is lightning shoots at him and fucking almost barbecues him. This is where Jiraiya kind of managed to, use his, feet. Not feet, his other arm as a conductor to throw the lightning away from him. And this is where Jiraiya says, are you serious? He changed the seal so no one else will be able to go in except him. Fuck. So Jiraiya can't get in either. And Naruto did some very powerful seals. So yeah. This is where, well, Hinata says, well, that's interesting. Well, I'm gonna keep gardening, okay? This is where Naruto says, fine. Gaara says, well, I'm gonna be training to, well, get the mastery of over my sand. Tamari says, I'll be training also. This is where, well, Kankuro is kind of scared of Naruto. And says, I'm gonna just be in my room, okay? Shiroi and her team just kind of, or her team, Shiroi's team, the other two kind of just say, I'm gonna just relax. Shiroi says, I'm gonna train. Someone says, I'm gonna also train. This is where Karu says, I'm gonna train. Amoi says, I'm asleep. Time for sleeping. This is where Karu was about to grab him, and this is where Naruto says, all that's fine. Just don't destroy my shit, or I'm about to murder someone. Someone either that is Conqueror or the legendary Sannin in Jiraiya. But other than that, just don't let anyone in Hinata. Even if it is Kakashi Hatsuki or something like that. I don't care. This is where Hinata nodded. This is where she then asked, what about the others like Shikamaru and the others? If they want to come, they can come. This is where Naruto says, well, gotta leave. This is where Naruto just packs up some few things and then leaves. This is where Naruto opens the gate, closes the gate, and looks behind him and sees Jiraiya. And Jiraiya says, sup, kid? So, you ready to go on this goddamn mission? Naruto says, yeah. This is where Naruto, he appears right behind Jiraiya and says, well, bye, loser. This is where Naruto disappears. Jiraiya says, no, Naruto. His speed is incredible. Damn it, I gotta keep keeping up with him. Naruto's at the gate, and of course he does tell the person that he needs to leave and all that to get to, well, find Tsunade and all that. And the gate guard nodded. This is where he lets Naruto out, and this is where Naruto, he just flies. This is where Jiraiya says, where's Naruto? This is where the gate guard says, on to find Tsunade? Where did he go? Up in the sky? Are you fucking serious? Naruto's right now looking around the whole Fire Nation in a couple of like minutes. He actually did multi-shadow clone jutsu in the sky, and of course told all those clones to look around the whole village, well, the whole Fire Nation, to find Tsunade. Because Naruto can make 1,000 clones and be fine. He can make any damn clone because yeah, he's overpowered style and he can fly and sense. Now, of course, is where, well, Naruto, he is right now trying to find Tsunade, legendary Sonic. Of course, the Akashis won't go after him because, well, Itachi isn't trying to fuck with him because I'm his dad. But yeah, this is where Naruto, he actually found Tsunade, one of his clones did, and this is where I poofed away and Naruto got the information and ran, well, not ran, fly towards where Tsunade would be at. Tsunade is drunken, and of course, this is where, well, Shizune says, Tsunade, shouldn't we leave before the loan sharks will come here? This is where Tsunade says, don't worry about it, Shizune. There's no way a loan shark will come here. This is where multiple loan sharks appear and say, Tsunade, you're supposed to give us the money. Pay up or we will kill that girl next to you. This is where Tsunade says, oh really, you and what? She doesn't say you and what army. Well, she does. She says, well, you and what army? The loan sharks, there's like 8 loan sharks there, but then multiple, like, people appeared. Mostly a bunch of gang members and all that. Well, not gay members, gang members. And, like, some crooks and other people like that. And this is where Shizune kind of widened her eyes and says, Tsunade, what do we do? Tsunade says, don't worry, Shizune. I got this. This is where Naruto appears. And Naruto is right now just on the sky and says, hey, you dumbasses. What are you doing to the next 6 Hokage? Is where all of them widen their eyes, say 6 Hokage. And so now I say 6 Hokage. Shizune widen her eyes and seeing a boy just floating in the sky. So where Naruto says, all of you be gone, you pathetic weaklings. Naruto, he activated gravity, and all around with Akashi Shizune and Tsunade and even the pig, all of their bodies just explode right now, crushed to the ground in what's called a hunger times gravity. All of it just explode into blood. Naruto lands down the ground and says, you are Tsunade legendary Sannin, Tsunade Senju. You are supposed to go back to the village and, well, become the next 6 Hokage. And I don't take no for an answer because fuck that shit. And I don't care about your stupid ass problems, just go back. This is where Tsunade says, you think you can be tough? I don't care if you manage to do that without any hand sights. Punches Naruto, and it doesn't do jack shit to him. Naruto says, was that supposed to do something? There's a Tsunade. She gets angry. She activates the 6, what's it called? Not the sixth. She activates the sixth gate, while also activating her Hunger Heals. She can actually have like a version of the gates where she can actually heal her body with the Hunger Heals by using the gates, and she can only go up to 6 gates. This is where she then starts punching Naruto multiple times, and all those punches aren't doing jack shit to Naruto. Naruto is just standing there. Naruto says, "Are you done?" Tsunade says, You think I should Naruto fucking, like, roundhouse kicks her, smashing her into multiple buildings. Shizune just widened her eyes, and this is where Naruto says, "Look here, bitch. I don't care what you want. I'm gonna be the next Sound Kage after this. Why the Hokage told me to bring you back. He never told me to bring you back alive or dead. Now, come back to the village. I don't give a fuck who the hell you are. You can be the goddamn Sage of Six Path and I'll beat his ass." This is where Shizune, she throws Senbons at Naruto, and Naruto turns around, grabs him, and throws him back at Shizune, and it hits her, knocking out, well, not knocking her out, kind of paralyzing her. This is where Naruto, he rushes at Tsunade. Tsunade got up from the rubble. Naruto punch her in the gut. This is where Naruto also then says, "Hyper speed, triple strike, multiple punches." And I mean multiple, it's not 40 punches. It's 120 punches up here. Tsunade was down to the ground, kind of bleeding from the mouth. And even her hunger healing could not stop that many attacks. Naruto was already annoyed. This is where Naruto faced a heal. And of course, multiple loan sharks appear again because they're going after Tsunade. They say, "Give us Tsunade!" This is where all of their heads just disappeared. I mean, all of them. After, like, what's it called, Nick. So, of course, Naruto did activate, well, bring out the sword. And they cut their heads off so smooth. It was just like a smoothest sing. This is where, well, Naruto makes the sword disappear. This is where Naruto grabs Tsunade and Shizune and the pig and goes back to the village. Jiraiya, he goes to where, what's it called, one of his spy ninjas managed to find what's it called, Naruto, or not Shizune, Tsunade. But before Naruto even gets to leave, he found what's it called, Black and White Zetsu. Naruto appears and says, "What the hell are you?" This is where Black and White Zetsu says, "Huh? You're the knight." This is where Naruto grabs him and says, "I see. So you're a descendant, well, not descendant of Uzutsuki. You're an Uzutsuki creation." This is where Black Zetsu widened his eyes, and even White Zetsu. This is where Naruto says, "Those Uzutsukis are nothing but pathetic weaklings. Do you not know what a true god is?" Naruto opened his eyes, showing his, what's it called, the Omega and the Alpha eyes. And this is where Naruto obliterates, making a giant red blast, obliterating Black and White Zetsu, destroying him in just an instant. This is where Naruto, he then picks up back Tsunade and Shizune, and even the pig. And the pig was scared of Naruto, but yeah, he's gonna be staying with his, what's called, Master Lap until the end of the ride. But yeah. This is where, well, Naruto, he gets back to the village. But of course, when Naruto did obliterate Black and White Zetsu, half the forest might have been gone. Naruto didn't give two fucks. He doesn't care. He did kind of destroy a couple what's it called, places. But yeah. This is where, well, Naruto, he was just pissed the whole time. This is where, well, Tsunade wakes up in the hospital. You would think she will be the, like, doctor. No, she's right in the room, kind of almost dead. Naruto kind of had to heal her, but yeah. Just where Naruto kind of looks at, what's it called, Hiruzen. Hiruzen looks at him, and Hiruzen says, "I knew this shit was gonna happen." Naruto says, "You knew? Then why the fuck did you send me on this stupid ass mission?" This is where Hiruzen says, "Because I thought you were not gonna kill her." Naruto says, "Bruh, you think I'm gonna have a fucking patience with a drunk ass dumbass? You really think I'm gonna be like that? You really dumbass idiot like fucking Jiraiya of the legendary Sani? You must be mistaking me for someone else. Naruto cracked one of his eyes open and showing the red. This is where, well, what's it called? Hiruzen's kind of terrifying for Naruto, but this is where Hiruzen says, you can go on that mission with what's it called, Shino and Hinata now. This is where Naruto says, thank you. That's all I wanted. Yeah, now it's time for me to go find Shino and tell him that great news. So Naruto disappears. And this is where, well, Jiraiya, he finds where it is, but he finds a bunch of lone sharks already dead. He also finds a giant fucking crater, like a blast, obliterating something. Kind of just a straight line. And Jiraiya's kind of shocked with Naruto's power. Jiraiya goes back to tell Hiruzen about the power. And of course, Tsunade is at the hospital. And she is kind of, well, she wakes up. And of course, she realizes that she's in the hospital. And, well, she doesn't remember what the fuck happened. Naruto beats her ass and made her kind of forget. This is where, well, Shizune also wakes up. And Jiraiya is kind of putting seals on Tsunade so Tsunade wouldn't berserk and try to beat his ass. So yeah, Hiruzen, Jiraiya, Shizune are on the Hokage office, kind of talking with Tsunade. Tsunade is angry and wondering how the fuck did she came back to the village. Shizune asks about the red-haired boy. This is where Hiruzen says, "Oh, you mean Naruto? Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze, or yeah, mostly Uzumaki. He just said, his rank is called God rank. Reason why is because he can toss planets like it's nothing and kill Orochimaru that way, and also obliterated the Cloud Village. This is where Shizune says, "That's Naruto? That's the boy?" This is where Naruto's name has just spread across the whole nation as one of the most terrifying people to go against. SSS, and I should say, it is 7 S's appeared in Naruto's name. As if you meet this person, fucking run the other way around. Well, pray to God that he isn't after you or isn't trying to murder you. The Akatsuki members are right now wiping their eyes. So yeah. So of course they did kind of send Itachi and Kasame, and when they did see, well, Itachi almost dead, while Kasame is dead, they're kind of wiping their eyes and realize that, shit, they're gonna have to not go after Naruto and find a way not to go after him. So yeah, if you don't like broken what-ifs, too bad, because I do a bunch of broken what-ifs, and if you don't like those, fuck off, I don't care. Back into a what-if. I should probably do that every time. Just to warn people, because people always piss me off after time. But yeah, back in the what-if. This is where, well, Naruto, he is, well, just kind of talking to Shino, and of course he's also talking to Hinata that they're going on a mission on it. And of course Hinata is happy to help Shino because she actually likes Shino instead of Kiba, because Kiba was annoying, while Shino's calm, collective, and the most, well, nicest person you can actually meet. So yeah. Now of course this is where Shino, he does have what's it called like this kind of container behind him, like this kind of like jar looking container. It's kind of like a makeshift hut, so the bugs can go in. There's 4 sections for the different bugs to go in, but yeah. Is right. Well, Shino still has those bugs that kind of landed on him to choose him, and of course they're in the jar right now. But yeah. This is where, well, Naruto also did what's called some of the Abarames and all that. Like, some of the kind of Abarame, like, members and all that. When he kind of tried to look for Shino, he kind of really, didn't really get creeped out much. He saw some people that were wearing different kind of similar clothing like Shino, but it was different. So yeah, One girl was actually wearing fully greenish, like lightish green, a backpack, and of course having glasses. And of course she had green hair and looks at Naruto confusing why the fuck he's here. She knows about Naruto. Almost everyone knows about Naruto being, well, someone named Naruto Uzumaki got a rank. So yeah, also very dangerous at the same time, can be very nice. Naruto's looking for Shino, and of course he is so lost. A bug almost landed. Well, a bug did land on him, and he didn't mind the bug trying to drain chakra away from him, even though it was so corrosive that the bug actually died in an instant. Well, it's not corrosive. Well, it is corrosive, but at the same time, it can't be corrosive because, well, he is a god. So yeah. So of course, the chakra is kind of chaotic in Naruto. It's corrosive, so it's kind of like has some of the amount of chakra from Kurama. At the same time, it has God, well, energy from, well, the Jade Emperor. So yeah. So of course, with that happening, there's more. Well, Naruto they find Shino. They talk about it, and yeah. So they're already at the gates, and yeah. And of course, this is where, well, someone actually came along with them. Shiroi actually wanted to go along because, yeah, she actually wanted to actually leave the village for a second, but yeah. Of course, the others were kind of still trained, but yeah. This is where Naruto says fine, but yeah. Because, well, Gaara is now the one to kind of keep the freaking check. Well, the check on the compound, because Hinata's actually coming along, but yeah. This is where, well, Naruto, he's, well, going towards the mission. So, of course, they go to the land of, well, the land of grass, mostly, because most of these bugs are going to be in the land of grass. Of course, they are kind of looking around. Of course, Shino managed to find, well, the party mantis, the what's called, well, the hive for it, the leader and all that. And of course, he does like talk to the leader and all that, and what's called the language of the bugs and all that, which I'm gonna say like that because yeah. And of course, is where, well, Shino does kind of like talk to it and does ask it if they would like to come with him. And of course, well, some of them did kind of go into the hive, and yeah. Now, into like the box hive, but yeah. This is where, well, Naruto says, good. One insect, well, one insect species to go, and 3 others to go. This is where Shiroi was also kind of using her snakes to kind of look around for bugs, but yeah. The next bug will be, well, so of course this is where they had to go to the land of waves next to kind of find the next bug, and that is a dragonfly. And of course this is where they were kind of near the land of waves. Well, not near, they were actually having to go to the land of waves. And of course, it kind of took them, well, a couple of hours because Naruto, he did kind of use clones to kind of fly over there because, yeah. So, of course, Naruto, he gets to the land of waves, and of course, they are right now looking, and Shino is kind of getting, well, a direction of where it will be at by the dragonfly that actually chose him. So, of course, Shino does kind of do his thing and talk to them, and some of them does go in. So, yeah. Well, a couple that were kind of left. So, yeah, to go with Shino. But, yeah. Of course, next, it is to go to, well, the desert. There's 2 bugs in the desert that they have to go find. Now, of course, they get to the desert, and of course, well, Shino managed to find both of the bugs. Well, one bug was actually kind of difficult because it was kind of, well, they had to go into a cave, and, well, they had to look for a beetle that was actually gold. Well, mostly the gold race one. This is where, well, Shino did get the golden race one, but yeah. Of course, this is where they also found the tarantulas, and yeah. Now, of course, they go back to the Leaf Village, and yeah, that mission's over. Now, Naruto, it only took them, well, about 3, well, not 3 days. They took them about 5 days to kind of find those bugs, because yeah, bugs were kind of hard to find. They're all kind of very stealthy, and yeah. But Naruto's sensory ability did manage to make it a lot easier. She knew by getting the direction of the different bugs, and Shiroi also helping, and Hinata also kind of looking around with her Ryukon. She managed to find them, but yeah. As it were, well, they go back to the what's called Leaf Village, and of course, where well, Shino already have his high bugs. Well, his like legendary bugs, but yeah, or mythical bugs, I should say. But yeah, this is where well, Tsunade is the new Kage, and this is where Tsunade wanted to what's it called demote what's called Naruto to Genin rank until Naruto showed up and beat her ass to the ground. Yeah, Naruto wasn't going back to Genin rank while goddamn fight, and my god, no Anbu wanted to ever be next to Naruto when Tsunade was getting her ass beat. Tsunade did ask for the Anbus to help, but Anbus were good. They were like, yeah, no, we ain't helping. This is where all of them, Tsunade realized that the Anbus are useless against Naruto. Everyone's useless against Naruto because how powerful he is. So of course Tsunade doesn't really mess with Naruto and lets Naruto do whatever. That's what Harusen mostly did, but yeah. Well, Harusen mostly never tried to demote Naruto into, well, being, well, again and back again. He put that God rank because he knew how fucking powerful Naruto is. Firsthand. Because, well, yeah. This is where, well, Naruto is now taking on the mission to go to the Sound Village. But before going to the Sound Village, the Fire Daimyo shows up to talk to, well, Harusen about the Sound Village. This is where, well, Naruto is there because, yeah, because the Fire Daimyo wanted to actually see, oh shit, I almost fell, sorry about that, my floor is kind of slippery as hell, but he wanted to see how, well, powerful is this ninja, to kind of see if he will kind of go into the Fire Temple to kind of, like, help out, to kind of protect him, because that's what the Fire Daimyo wants, he wants strong people. This is where, well, he was kind of asking for Naruto. Naruto shows up, and the Fire Daimyo did not request. He actually instead kind of asked Naruto, not asked Naruto. He kind of just like demanded Naruto to go into the fire temple. What Naruto did is grab him from the throat and says, "I'll crush you instead." Naruto shows his red fucking eyes. Well, almost showed him, and was about to kill the daimyo in an instant because Naruto's that pissed that some weakling, some below him, dares to even touch him like that, or annoy him like that. The daimyo was so scared that he almost pissed his pants. This is where not even noble people can stand up against Naruto. Naruto will burn your shit down. What Naruto did, he actually teleported right to the Fire Daimyo place and sent multiple meteors down to the fucking Daimyo palace. This is where the daimyo scared the shit out of Naruto and just like scared. This is where Naruto says, "So, if you really want to piss me off, I suggest you piss off. And don't ever call my name." This is where the daimyo cannot even control Naruto. Naruto, he is as strong as anyone else. So yeah, fuck your rules, fuck your lives. Naruto doesn't care who the fuck you are. He just doesn't give a fuck. So of course, the daimyo does not want to deal with Naruto. And doesn't actually say anything else. Because Naruto teleported them back and flew them back and threw what's called the diamond to the ground and says, "Don't you dare even try to banish me. Your power is wicked and, obliterate your army in an instant." This is where the daimyo is scared and just walks away from Naruto. Just scared. He was about to shit his pants anyway. Well, Naruto was kind of very pissed. He also did kind of use the Nine-Tails chakra to amplify his kind of voice to kind of make it deeper, so that's why I kind of went there. So, of course, as well, Tsunade knew that this shit was gonna probably happen, but she wasn't expecting Naruto to threaten the goddamn daimyo. Now, of course, Naruto is going to the Sound Village, so of course he did bring along Shiroi, and of course with the call Shiroi, Rock Lee, and Tenten. Also Shiroi's teammates because they had to get to the Sound Village and kind of fix things. But this is where I'm gonna leave it off for part 5 of What If Naruto was the reincarnation of the Jade the Emperor. But yeah, part 5, part 6 will be probably whenever. And yeah, have a nice potato day, potato night, potato, and bye.